Hi friends, welcome to our first studies YouTube channel. This is part 38 in Python playlist. In this video, we are going to discuss about classes and objects. We are going to create one class and also we are going to create one object. So firstly, let's understand one thing. So if you are already know some programming language, then it is going to be easy for you to understand classes and objects. If you are new, then it is going to be little tricky first time. So understand this. In Python, everything is an object actually, and before that, before discussing more about these objects, let's understand what is class. Class is nothing but like a blueprint of a object. So think in a physical world. For example, I have a blueprint of house, like I designed a blueprint. I designed and I decided to keep kitchen here, and this is master bedroom, and this is hall, and this is another bedroom. So something like that, right? So we usually create a blueprint for the house first, and then using this blueprint we actually build house, right? So here if you see, this blueprint is nothing but like a class basically. Okay, and using this blueprint, whatever actual physical thing you build, that is like a object actually. So think like that even in the programming, right? Anything whatever you use in the Python is everything is object actually. That means a blueprint or a class for that is already exists somewhere, and using that blueprint or class you are creating a object for it. Okay, so let me practically show you this. If I go to Visual Studio Code here, so usually we know, right, we used to create variables in Python like this. For example, a is a variable, and inside this variable, if I pass value like abcd in single quotes, since this is a string, so this a variable is going to be string type. That means this a variable is going to be become a object of string type actually, object of string class actually. I will practically show you that. So now there is a function called type in Python, right? You know that. To this function, if you pass any object, for that object, what is the type, it will get you back. So let me print the type here. So let me use the print statement, and let me save these changes, and here let me clear this console here, and then let me execute the demo.python file. If you closely observe here, it printed like class string. That means string is a class which is inbuilt in the Python. I haven't created any class called string, which is inbuilt, and from that class we created an object called a. Okay, so it's going to be like that. So this is a blueprint which is type of string, and we created an object from that blueprint, and that object name is a. Okay, so everything is object in Python basically. Whatever you create, everything is an object in Python. So that means everything is a class behind the scenes, and from the class we are creating objects, everything. Okay, so for example here, if I say a equals to abcd, then this is going to be type of string, and the string type I haven't created, which is inbuilt in the Python. For example, if I use n equals to 1, so since this n is going to be integer, so this n variable is going to, this one is going to be integer, so this n variable is also going to act as a int object, right? Int type basically, right? So we are defining a type of depending upon the type of the data, the type of the object is going to be defined. Okay, so similarly, let's assume in future if you want to create your own type, then in that case you need to create a class of your own type, and then create a object from that class to make use of it. To explain you practically, so to create a class in or to create a blueprint, in other words, what you need to use, you need to use a class keyword in Python, and then uh, I want to create a class with the name person, let's assume. That means person is a type. Think like the moment I created a class with the name as person, in after that I can create objects of this person. That means a object of which is type of person class. So I can do that. I will practically show you that. So I'm creating a class person, then we need to use this colon symbol, and then inside classes will actually contain two types. One is like properties, another one is something called methods. So classes will contain properties and methods. So properties are nothing but like, let's assume for a person, first name. Okay, first name is one property, so let's assume first name is Sheikh, and then maybe last name is another property. Okay, so let's assume last name is Mahir, and maybe gender is one property. So properties are like properties of that particular blueprint, like what is the first name, last name, gender, all these things. Methods methods are nothing but like behaviors of that particular. So the ultimate aim is create a object out of this class blueprint, right? So for that particular object, what properties we can use and what behaviors that object can have, so those things we will define. For example, let's assume we want to have a method called uh, method is nothing but like a function actually. So that is the reason we are using diff keyword define, then maybe uh, print full name. Okay, so let's assume this is the method. Okay, and inside this method what I want to do, I want to basically print the full name, that means first name plus last name. So how to do that? We need to access the first name property and last name property of the object actually. So what we can do is we need to pass our object itself to this function. So for that I am using a argument called self here. You can use anything. Usually people, whenever you try to pass your own object as a argument into the function, then usually people prefer to write this argument name as self, but you can use anything also. So for now let's use self only here, and here maybe as I said I want to print full name. Okay, so print self is a object of this class, right? So that is the reason the moment I use self and I put dot, see all the properties of this person is coming. See self dot first name there, self dot gender is there, self dot last name is there. How it is coming? Why? Because self is going to act as a object of this person class, and the moment you created an object of that particular class, all the properties and methods of that particular class will be available on the object as well. So since self is going to act as a object of this person class in this case, so self has a property called first name, and then after first name maybe I want to use a space and then last name. So again self and self object, use the last name. Okay, so let me save these changes. So now if you closely observe, I just created a class which is like, think like I just created one data type and I haven't done anything yet. So now let's try to execute this code and see what will happen. So see, nothing printed, right? Why? Because we just created a type or a class or a blueprint. We haven't did anything. So we haven't called this function at all. We haven't created an object at all for this class. How to create an object of any class? Simple. Like how to create an object of a integer? What you do? You declare a variable, and into the variable you will pass a data which is type of integer. The moment you do that, it becomes a int type of object. So just now I have shown you that also, right? So let me show you again. So print, if I get the type of, if I get type of n variable, you will see it is type of integer. Let me save these changes, and if I execute this, see which is, this is type of int or class of int. That means it is a object of int type class. Okay, so now similar way I want to create a object of this class called person or this type called person what I created. So how to do that? For that let's assume let's declare a object name like person1, maybe person1 equals to, then whatever the name of that class you need to use that. So here I am using my name of class is person, right? So person, then you use open bracket and close bracket. So the moment you use your class name with open bracket and close bracket, that is called constructor actually. So it is going to construct a object from that class blueprint, and that object is getting stored into this variable called person1. Okay, so once I created an object of that particular person class, now on the person object, if you see here on the person1 object, I can see first name property, gender property, last name property, print full name function as well. So if I use like first name property for example, and let me try to print this first name property to make sure whether this person1 object able to get the first name as Sheikh or not. See here first name property has a value called Sheikh, right? So let me save these changes here, and then let me run this code here. See, it printed Sheikh. That means whatever the object I created, that object has a property called first name, and if you see the definition or blueprint of that particular class, it has a Sheikh value assigned into that property. That is the reason it is printing Sheikh here. Okay, and now let's assume I don't want to do this. I want to call this print full name function from that object so that I can get the full name printed. So what I will do, on the person1 object, definitely we will be having this print full name function. See here, and to the print full name function, if you see print full name function is expecting you to pass one argument called self, and that self should be your own person object. If you see here the tooltip also, it says it should be your own person object. You are already calling that method on top of your person1 object, right? On top of your object, right? So that is the reason you no need to supply any argument here. Okay, so for example, not only self, here I have some other property, maybe like some other argument, maybe like abcd, let's assume. Then in that case, the self prop argument will get the object itself directly, you no need to pass. But for this abcd, you should pass the value. So for example, let's assume this for this abcd I am passing maybe like hello. Okay, so what will happen now, this function call is going to uh, pass the person1 object itself into the self, the first parameter, and this hello value is going to get passed into this abcd parameter. So now to make you that clear, I am using another print statement inside the method, and this time I am printing abcd here. So that means this line should print hello. Why? Because hello is the value which is getting passed into this method parameter abcd, and the first parameter of your method is always going to get the object itself. So here we don't need to pass. So person1 object itself will come there, and on the person1 object I am using this first name and last name using this concatenation syntax to print the fill name. So let me save these changes, and then let me clear the debug console here, and let me rerun this. See, it printed Sheikh because of this line, and then the moment it called this print full name, it printed Sheikh Mahir and also hello. Why? Because this hello value get passed into this second argument. Okay, so if I remove this second argument here, I no need to supply any value here, and I no need to supply anything to the self keyword or self parameter as well. The reason is your object itself will get passed automatically. Okay, so let me remove this line of code as well, and let me save these changes. And now let me remove this line of code also where I am printing the first name. Let me save these changes, and now let me execute this demo.python file once again. See, I am able to get it. So like this, classes will contain properties and methods, and once you create a class, you can create an object out of it using the constructor of that class. Constructor of the class is nothing but like the same class name with open bracket, close bracket. And once the object created from the class blueprint, then on that object you can able to access all your properties and methods. Not only that, you can change the values of these properties as well. So let's assume person1 is the same thing, I haven't changed anything. That is the reason in the person1, if you print the full name, it gives you Sheikh Mahir. Now let's create another object here, maybe like person2. So person2 equals to use the class name person to call the constructor of the class. So it is going to construct a object from the class person blueprint, and that object is going to store into this person2 variable. So that means person2 is nothing but like an object of person class now. Now on the person2 also, I will be having first name. See, first name is there. So let me check this, first name is there, and for the first name, if I don't supply any value, then by default it is going to be Sheikh, last name is going to be Mahir, gender is going to be male. So this time what I will do here, in the first name I will use maybe Pradeep. Okay, and then on the same object person2, let me use this last name property, and for the last name property I am passing value like Chikatla. Okay, and then on the person2 object, now I am trying to call print full name function. So what will happen to the print full name function? Automatically this person2 object will get passed into this self argument, and self dot first name equals to Pradeep here, and self dot last name equals to Chikatla here. Why? Because this property values changed here before I calling this print full name method or function. So let me save these changes. So this one should print Sheikh Mahir because I am not changing any properties here. So as per the definition, first name is going to be Sheikh, last name is going to Mahir. So this method is going to print Sheikh Mahir only. But for the person2 object, I changed the values in the properties. So when we call this print full name method, it is going to print Pradeep space Chikatla. So let me save these changes and let me run this code here. If you see this, Sheikh Mahir was printed because of the person1 object here, and Pradeep Chikatla was printed because of the person2 object here. So this is how you create a object from your class, and I am again saying, so class is nothing but like a blueprint, and from that blueprint you actually create a object. And in Python basically everything is an object. And if you see this example here, one class is created called my class. This has a property called x which contains a default value 5, and here from that class constructor we are creating an object, and that object name is p1, and on the p1 object this property will be available, right? So that's why we are trying to call that property and print that. So I hope you got it a basic idea about what is class and object in this video, and how to create a class and how to create an object and all. In our upcoming videos we are going to discuss more about these classes. There is lot more to discuss about the classes. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get the notification whenever I add videos. Thank you so much.